Guys, welcome back. Now, for this video, I wanted to share with you what I call the coffee conundrum. Before I started investing in 2019, specifically 23rd September 2019, I'll never forget that date. I used to think that if you do not have $1,000 or more, then any investment in the market is not worth it. You have to have a large sum of money to make any meaningful investments from the market. Obviously, I did not know the market very well. Now, I also had a bad habit of drinking at least two coffees per day. I live and work close to a Starbucks shop, and I used to drink two lattes every single day. As you know, that those lattes are anywhere upwards of $5. But I thought I'm going to show an illustration out here that is really powerful in terms of envisioning small amounts of money invested in market and how that can lead to big gains down the road. The problem is we are designed to think short term because that keeps us in our comfort zone and cannot think in the long term. So I have actually put together a PowerPoint presentation like a true corporate person. But you know what? I thought this would be a good way to illustrate my chain of thoughts and keep me sort of on track as far as the story is concerned. So obviously, as I told you, I live and work near a Starbucks. So I used to, basically on the way to work, I would cup a coffee and a latte, and Starbucks was also very close to my work. So during my lunch break, in the evenings, or whatever it may be, I used to come to Starbucks all the time, and I love the coffee. But these are expensive drinks that I was spending a lot of money on. On any given day, I would buy two coffees per day. Would be, again, I said they would be $5 each. Now, $5 each is small. I think they are much more than $5. And when you go there, you're also snacking. So you might pick up a chips or you might pick up something else to go with the coffee. But to keep it simple, $5 per day spent on two coffees means $10 per day. If you're working 20 working days, that means $200 per month. Now, I do have a weight issue. I do want to lose weight. And every time I would drink a coffee, I'd put a lot of sugar into it. So not only was the coffee hurting my pocket, but was also hurting my, health. And I would complain each and every day that, that I wasn't losing weight. But anyways, once I started to think about investing, once I got in touch with the right people, once I started reading the right material, started listening to right videos, I realized that you don't need a crazy sum of money to invest in the markets. As a matter of fact, a lot of apps these days advertise that you can invest with as small as $1 these days. And fractional shares has actually revolutionized, in my opinion, investing. So when I realized that small sums of money can lead to bigger gains down the road, I made a very conscious decision of cutting down my coffees. And I said, look, I'm having two coffees per day. As a matter of fact, I remember I went to the Starbucks once and the barista out there called out that this was probably my fourth or fifth trip. And that day I realized that how much coffee I was drinking. So I was definitely spending much more than $200 per month on coffee every single month. Now, I decided to cut down on the coffee. I said, you know what? I am going to go with just one coffee per day. And I would do it at the time when I would need it the most. Not just when a friend comes to my desk and said, hey, let's go for a coffee, or somebody came home and said, let's go for a coffee. If I did not want a coffee, if my body did not want a coffee, I would not go for it. A lot of the times I was just going to have coffee to socialize with people. And I cut out one cup each day. That saved $5 per day. or $100 per month, because again, I was spending roughly 20 days of the month. So that saved me $100 a month. Now, understand that I was spending much more on coffee and lunch and everything else. So I'm just, again, from an illustration purpose, I think a $5 per day savings is good enough, and it shows the power of investing. Started taking that $5. I'm pretty positive it was much more than $5, but let's go with $5 for the sake of the argument. I invested in the VOO, or the ETF representing the S&P 500. The returns or the results were quite powerful. I was amazed as to how far one could go by investing small sums of money over a regular period of time into the markets. The market rewards you for staying invested for a long period of time, for being consistent. You don't have to put in a lot of money. You don't have to put in your salary into it, or whatever it may be. Be consistent. Figure out ways to cut on meaningless expenses, some bills that you might be paying. For example, I was subscribing to a couple of services that I did not need, and I thought, okay, I can get $50 out of here, and I can put that into the market in addition to this coffee cutting strategy. So market rewards those who are consistent, and market rewards those who stay a long time. Your mind is not designed to think long term. And why is that? If you start thinking long term, you will have to step out of your comfort zone today. Mind is telling you, I'm going to keep you in your comfort zone. So there's a trick that your mind plays with you. All these calculations are all over the internet, but you're not thinking in these terms. You're thinking in terms of short-term gain. Let me go and have a coffee. Let me go and have my fun today, and I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. Same thing with exercise. You want to lose weight in the long run. You want to be healthy in the long run. But in the short run, your mind wants to keep you in a comfort zone. And therefore, that's what is happening as far as your decision making is concerned. So I wasn't looking at investing from this point of view. Only after I made a conscious effort, when I realized, oh my God, I don't have much saved for my old age. Let's start to see where I can save some money for myself. So anyways, the results are powerful. I have actually put in out here an illustration for you in the next slide. What is that? So if you look at S&P 500, periodic investment calculator, I have the link down below as the source, and I will actually put this in my description as well of the video. I started investing in September 2019. So for the purpose of simplicity, I'm saying that, the money that I'm saving, I started investing it in October of 2019. Let's say I kept on investing that money in December of 2021. Let's just say present day. So investing $100 a month from October 2019 to December 2021. Now that's $2,600 out of pocket principal. So that means all these $100 bills or $100 investments that you're making to the market add up to $2,600. Now, what has the market done? Now, I'm not going to sort of hypothesize, 10%, 8%, whatever it may be. What has the market done over the last, 2.5 years? Now, one thing I have to say is that, basically, it has been a good market, but nonetheless, let's just look at it. The market has, this strategy would have resulted in the final portfolio value of $3,304.35, a gain of $704, 3,304 minus 2,600. Not only have I, kept my health somewhat in shape, but I have also been able to save principal. And not only that, I have gained on top of it. You can understand the market rewards those that stay consistent. You don't need a big sum of money to invest. Start with whatever you have. Start with whatever you have, and I think it's going to pay you big dividends. As you can see, as of Friday close, yesterday that is, my portfolio is $238,503.76. That's a gain of $102,580. Again, I've been very lucky. The market has been on a tear for the last 2.5 years. But you know what? I was lucky partly because the market was doing well and partly because I was investing. So I think that's what you need to understand, that in the long run, the market is going to reward you for staying consistent, over the many number of years that you have left. And for those who are 20 years old, for those who are starting out, I am telling you that you should start putting away that $100 every month. That's going to take care of a lot of headaches down the road. When you are in your 40s or your 50s or even your 60s, it's going to take care of a lot of headaches down the road. And again, this money is invested in a lot of growth stocks as well as dividend making stocks. My dividend portfolio pays me an average $2,000 per annum. Right now, I want to grow that. And I'm pretty sure if I stay consistent, I'll be able to grow it. And I just want to leave you with one thought, as I finish this video or I end this video. And the thought is that, every drop counts. Even if you have $1, take that, put into the market, and you're not going to regret it in the long run. Again, these are my views. This is my experimentation with myself. And again, obviously not a financial advice, but I really think that staying invested in the market is better than not staying invested. And you don't need large sums of money to be invested. Start with where you are. Hopefully, we can connect and grow as a community where people like us, who are like middle class, average people, build wealth as we go along. And it does not require rocket science. Anyways, I just wanted to leave you with that thought. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will connect with you again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.